Signal Hill. Writer Reni Astuti. Illustrator Ajakia Karima. Read by Lilis Carlina. Publisher Let's Read the Asian Foundation. Candice and her brother like to wait for father to come home from work. Their father is a motorcycle taxi driver in the city. He says there are more consumers in the city than in the village where they live. Because of the pandemic, Candice is studying from home. More precisely, Candice is studying on a hill. Candice borrows father's phone and goes to a nearby hill to connect to the internet. Today, Candice has to go to the hill to study again. All her friends have already left, but Candice needs to wait for father to get home. He has promised her that he arrive home early. The day getting late, and it is afternoon now. Where father? Candice keep looking for him on the street near their home. Then she heard a familiar sound. Father, he home at last. Candice carried Akbar inside in a hurry. At the same time, Mom finishes giving Lara her bath. Candice then ran back outside. Oh, Father, where have you been? It's thrown out that Father had a bath chair. He had to find a repair shop that was still open. Candice, there are messages for your teacher. Father handed his phone over to Candice. Candice eagerly takes the phone, but the phone battery is almost dead. Candice has to plug in the phone to recharge it. That takes a long time, so she won't be going to the hill until late. Most of her friends will probably be home by then. Candice is scared to study on the hill by herself. Candice now, her father must be tired from working all day, but she can ask Mom to accompany her to the hill. She finally pictures herself to ask father. To her surprise, father is willing to go with her to the hill. Father can rest now while the phone is recharging, Mom says. Candice left for the hill after sunset. She carries a flashlight while father brings a mat and an oil lamp. The path is quiet and dark the entire way. Candice carefully steps over a rocky and curvy footpath. As it gets steeper, she pulls her jacket together as she walks. Candice finally reaches the top of the hill. This is her first time coming to the hill at night. There are many other children who are still studying. Like Candice, they are accompanied by adults. Candice doesn't see even one of her friends around. Now it is time for Candice to study. She immediately checks her phone signal and noticed that it isn't connected yet. The signal is poor. She has to move around to get her phone connected. What if the phone is attacked? 33. Hey, it's work. Her phone signal so strong. Candice can start studying. Notifications keep coming. Candice read every message in her inbox. One is from the teacher, telling her what the new school lesson and assignment are. Father immediately spared the mat so that Candice can study. He sits beside her. Candice focuses on her studies. Once in a while, she read aloud from the phone screen. As it gets later, the air turned colder. Some children have already finished their studies and are hurrying back home. Only a few are left with Ganesh. While Ganesh is finishing her work, his phone suddenly loses its connection. Luckily, there is more space on the hill right now. She can freely move around to pick up a better signal. She climbed onto a big rock not far from where she was sitting. Finally, the phone reconnected. No wonder so many kids were studying here before. Niece returned to her studies there, even though she kept yawning. Later, Ganesh hurried back to where father is and said, "Let's go home, I'm so sleepy." "Father, let's go home," Ganesh said once more. But again he doesn't say anything. When she looked carefully, she sees he fallen asleep. Ganesh tapped softly on father's shoulder until he woke up. "Eh, are you finished, Ganesh?" "Not yet, but I took some notes so I can finish the assignment at home." Candice will have to go to the hill again tomorrow to send her finished assignment to the teacher. Candice asked father to get home sooner. "Okay, I'll try to get home as fast as I can. Now let's go home."